Sherrystown because of the way it's set up. The thing was,
Well, that's for public input.
yes, exactly. Anyway, so, oh, thank you. So we decided to have him tested. When we had him tested, we found out that he had dysgraphia, which I'd never heard of. It's the way your brain processes information. It has a great difficulty taking things and writing them down. So actually, one of the first things they recommended was he needed to have an iPad or a computer to work on at all times because he could type his thoughts, but he couldn't write them. Because that taking it, changing up the motion, doing that. He could talk like you wouldn't believe. And then they would tell him to write about a story about a ball, and it was, the ball is round, the ball is red, the ball bounces, and that's all he could come up with. We talked to him for an hour about the ball. He did not write that. So that's dysgraphia, and then ADHD, which is some of the compliance issues. He rated very highly in certain areas. As the doctor said to me, you've got a Ferrari in the brain, so you're running it on kerosene.
Is she a table or?
He had a Ferrari brain running on kerosene. So we ended up at that point.
Who decided that when she pulled in that day?
Based on the experience at the LAU, we didn't even try it. We ended up down in Maryland. My husband was teaching down there at a small private school down there. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, and that's actually exactly why, one of the main reasons I got so involved in so passionate about it was I had an education, I had resources, I had the money because I was driving down in Baltimore, I had the ability to go advocate for what I needed to pay for private school. Pay for private school that looked at the report from the neuropsychologist and said, well, that's common sense. There was one thing on there that he was like, well, that's going to be hard to do, or oh, well, we don't need this. No, it's just, that's all common sense. Yeah. So now, that was, again, that all started, in the late 2000s for us.
So did either of your boys actually go to high school?
Yes, actually.
They went to private before.
K through 8, basically K through 8, and it gave her daughter really good, and she did too. She has mixed dyslexia, dysgraphia, combined with ADHD, processing, really harsh processing delays. And I feel a lot's changed in those like 15 years, 10, 15 years. The way that it's handled has changed a lot. I think, in school systems, it's still a fight. I know it is. I know it still is. It's not, but it's better than it was. And I like that it's more about inclusion than about separating.
Yeah.
Because it should be inclusive, as you need to be as inclusive as you can. So, mental health, we did our first level of program here, which is something they put in place with COVID funding. They actually have a mental health therapist on staff who supports students who most likely aren't able to get that through whatever insurance they have and stuff, or parents may not know how to advocate to get it, so they're getting it here. So I recently left, a couple years ago, left my job down in the Baltimore area, so I work in Westminster now, so I'm a lot closer to my commute. I have a very vast, wide background because I got a lot of opportunities where I was to try different things. I've managed $80 million budgets. My job now is I am an operations director for Westminster Rescue Mission, which is a nonprofit. So yeah, I moved there because I wanted to get to do stuff for people.
Nonprofit.
Exactly. It was like I did my corporate years. My husband got to teach, and then I said, okay, now it's my turn. And we still teach.
Rescue mission.
Yes. Yep, we moved here in 2001, so we live up in what's considered the Heritage Hills neighborhood, back behind Kenny's. We've been here since 2001. Moved up here. My husband's from Pennsylvania. He grew up in the Fairfield School District. And, yeah.
I work with Carroll County College and
Okay, I thought you were familiar.
No.
Or your name's familiar. Okay, did you ever cover 4-H? Early 90s?
Yeah.
I was Miss Carroll County 4-H in 1990.
Well, you certainly got in the paper. I don't know what I know about you. Or not.
I recognize your name, but I always think of, and I didn't know if it's just, it was a name I picked up from somewhere else, but your name sounded familiar. Who was the guy that was the photographer? That was everywhere in Westminster? Yes. I can't remember his name. I know it's funny because he took pictures of me as a kid. And then my son got grand champion, the middle one, he got grand champion big Titan, and I have a picture of him holding his pound cake, and that photographer is down on his knees taking a picture, and it's just cool.
He was an amazing guy.
Yeah.
He built his own house.
Really?
He did all this.
Oh,
He
wow.
built,
I didn't know that. That's amazing.
yeah, he was like a really
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
Yes. So we're like, how do you learn all this?
Yeah. We got all that time.
The school in a day or two will post up, audio recordings. Mine, I do video, which is outcome, we get on here and follow the video.
Yeah, I got the links.
Okay.
Email.
Yeah, okay.
One question I have for you seems to be scratcher in the office are these so-called lawsuits.
Yeah, I filed a Sunshine Act lawsuit. I was missing one form, a notice of defense form. So once I filed that, I missed the statute of limitations, so it was dismissed for statute of limitations. So the case was never heard because of the statute of limitations.
I went to the courthouse today, you
Yeah.
your name.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, it's a case. It got dismissed. I'll look at it.
Well, that was part of my main concern is if there's something there, it should be at the courthouse.
It is.
Looking at it right properly and they're not very helpful.
Suzanne Johnson, all of them support the number, but it's there, you can see it was dismissed as a statute of limitations. Last week, there was another statute of limitations blow up here. I'm sorry, Sunshine Act, some more Sunshine Act violations last week.
Discussion here last week.
Yeah, like about my recording and things like that. So I said, well, we can go back to court if you want to keep doing this. And I know that, because the statute of limitations, it's just new 30 days every time we have a meeting, keep violating. So.
Yeah, I don't know if the right had it dismissed or anything, but I don't know. I would like to know the case number so I can understand how the court system works.
Yeah, that one was dismissed because of statute of limitations. But there will probably be another one, and I'll keep it, I can let you know when it transpires. But I can give you the case number just so you can see what it was about. If you want to look at it, I will look up the case number for you. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Court of Common Pleas, Adams County, and that's the case number. That's the case number. Court of Common Pleas. That's where Sunshine Act cases go.
I asked, office.
Yeah.
All civil cases are filed within 60 days.
Yeah, and you have to, and
That's got the wrong date, don't try to vote on that day. But my
Court please aren't on the state website.
I'm not saying I did it right.
It's very complicated.
I was trying to find something one time. You have down the right place to
Call
go.
meeting back to order. Okay. We left off with change order 47. Is there any discussion for 47?
Yes. For the sake of we had a discussion, I'm unhappy with the process, the failure process that's followed on this. And however the work was completed on the interiors, work needed to be completed, but I think that's the rest of the board. But as for me, I'm not going to be moving any more change orders that the work is done without board approval, with board approval required. It's not appropriate, to follow processes and procedures, and that's my stance.
And I'm with what Nick said. I agree with him. I'm not happy with the process either. I think that everything should come before the board, as it should, and we should decide whether we're spending money to do stuff or whatever. I agree with Nick.
And since I'm the one that asked for it before, I mean, that's why what my concern was. But it seems like legal counsel answered some questions, so I think I agree with Nick in this case that going forward, we need to approve these things before.
Can we just clarify the amount is 25,000, anything over 25,000, right?
25,000.
Okay, let's just clarify that. For the work.
Is there any further discussion on change order 47? All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Opposed?
Opposed?
Okay. That recommend approval of change order 97. Complete the rest of the payment from Jim.
Okay, motion on the floor to approve, do I have a second? Second. Any discussion?
Again, I go back to change order 47, 97. Process. Me wasn't followed correctly, so I agree with him.
Any more discussion? All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Carries.
Okay. H. I'm sorry. Okay. G,
We already did
recommend-
Yeah, you're right,
It was me.
Okay, H, payment involving invoices June and July. We have number 1, full, number 4, so we're going to ask for approval for number 2, number 3, number 5, number 6, and number 7 of H.
Motion on the floor to approve payment of invoices 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried.
Okay, we have a motion on, I'm sorry, we have a motion on the floor for H1.
The floor, motion on the floor to approve payment of invoices for general fund checks. Do I have a second?
Second.
Do I have any discussion?
Yes. I will say I had a chance to look over the solicitor bills. And I will tell you, without saying anything pertinent, I'm a little bit concerned about some of the money the district is spending, in my opinion, needlessly. I think we need to rein in some of the stuff that is happening and it's costing us an exorbitant amount of money. And I want to thank Dr. Mitchell for taking the time and Tom to show me the invoices. And that's where I'm going to leave it. All that.
Any other discussion?
As long as I have the right section. There were several in here that Tom, I wanted to ask you about, if that'd be okay. Tokens, can you tell me what that's for?
Is that the vendor name?
No, tokens is the description, vendors, global vending.
Oh, that would be for the ACES book vending machine.
Decodable passages, the group is 95%. What is decodable passage? It's what?
Curriculum and a resource to be able to help our students learn how to read.
Okay. Aussie Pouch Company, what are seat sacks?
They're, I guess they go over top of the seat and put their stuff behind their seat. That's how they go back that. And Joey will describe it differently, but that's not what it is.
Yeah, that's
on the back of the seat.
That's something we're providing to our students to store, put the materials in as they transition. Because again, some of our older students are not just in classroom all day, so we have to take those supplies, those materials from one class to the other, and provide an opportunity for them to store those there.
That's fine. Hand to my math lessons, it says number line cost for $908, is that one clock?
That, we don't know how to figure it out.
The vendor is hand to money.
That one I would have to pull to know how many would be on that.
Okay, if you can just give that.
Yep.
I'll appreciate that. Do we have maintenance, we have a maintenance group, am I correct? Can I ask why they could not pressure wash the bleachers instead of us paying $3,600?
My assumption would be that all of our maintenance staff, and if you're at my report, was busy working on fixing or cleaning and doing everything with both of our buildings and in building. Right now, we're still a little bit understaffed with our maintenance crew, and they've actually worked weekends and a lot of time to be able to get the building where it is.
I had one more that was, really just kind of stuff. We are paying for absentee/charge sheets, and we're not paying our own copies of those. Instead of paying for them.
On national school.
Right here.
I see it. I didn't see that. Okay, but yeah, absolutely. We'll absolutely look into that and see what we can do with that. How to help. My understanding. Look at that.
Well, I mean, it's really
Correct.
copies. All right, that's it, thank you.
Any more questions? Hearing none, all those in favor of page one? I'll signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Vote.
Motion
A,
carries.
H4.
And motion on the floor for H4, capital projects checks. Do I have a second? I'll second. Any discussion?
If you wouldn't mind, indulge me in this $20,850 for the baseball softball improvements, was that permanent mulch or was it?
There we go. The first page had none, and I was. Which item again?
Down there, the item, just say the $20,850 one, which is down 1, 2, 3, 4.
That would be for turf track. That's the person who's here for that.
The design aspect is correct.
Is that part of the design that was approved in November last year?
Yes. It's the same as item 2 would be for the design.
Okay, it's just divided up.
We did the feasibility study and the initial design.
Yeah, I didn't think we approved it, that's why I was questioning it.
Correct.
I was trying to figure out if you had moved forward with some project.
It was approved as a capital project.
Well, we haven't approved what it's actually.
Correct. We haven't approved the scope or the bid. We just approved the new design and the feasibility study.
And that was last November, yeah, when that was approved, the design part.
Yeah, but until he got invoiced, so we that would came through the slide. Yes.
So to design it, we spent almost $40,000.
It was per the agreement that we signed.
That's the original design cost that you had.
With this one, I don't know off the top of my head about what it, that's not really there.
But
I don't want to say wrong what they.
Have there been any design costs incurred for the state of the time?
No, the only other cost we've had was to the county, which you can see as the NPDS fee firm fee, which is $500 that we had to do for that. Essentially what he said was the 6 months, we had given the county to get that permit, and then we could start doing it. But that's the only other cost besides the one we see here.
Okay.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, signify by saying aye. Opposed?
Opposed. Treasury report for June, July, July 1%. Treasury report.
All right, for personnel, are there any items that board members wish pulled? What's that for?
Okay.
G1.
B for me, is in boy.
What was it?
B is in boy.
So B,
A, B, and G1.
G1.
Yeah, I know what it is. I had a subsequent question about G4, but it may be clarified earlier. Under,
Well,
under B.